Hundreds of concerned Baltimore residents gathered at Huber Memorial Church on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, for a town hall meeting focused on juvenile crime.
Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates hosted the discussion, addressing community anxieties and sharing the city's response.
The large turnout underscored deep concern about youth violence and accountability.
Bates emphasized a multifaceted approach beyond detaining young offenders.
Bates mentioned the need for comprehensive data on a new law enacted in November 2024.
City Councilman Mark Conway and Stephanie Mavronis from the mayor's office also contributed.
Mavronis highlighted the Sidestep Diversion program to steer youth away from the justice system.
Officials stressed shared responsibility and community involvement in preventative programs.
The town hall allowed residents to hear directly from officials and voice their concerns.
The discussions highlighted the complex interplay between enforcement, rehabilitation, and community-based solutions.
The event underscored the ongoing challenge of juvenile crime in Baltimore. The town hall presented stark figures on juvenile crime trends.
By May 13, 2025, there were 396 juvenile charges, a slight decrease from 417 in 2024, but a significant increase from 196 in 2023.
The fluctuations highlight the persistent challenge of managing juvenile offenses.
Iriumar reported 319 juvenile cases in 2025, with 77% resulting in formal court action.
Bates revealed that in 2024, 84% of juveniles involved in serious offenses were released back into the community.
The new law enacted in November 2024 aims to address these concerns by tightening processes for juvenile accountability.
The law mandates DJS to decide on judicial action within 2 business days if police request detention.
It also requires GPS monitoring for juveniles accused of violent felonies and automatic detention for repeat offenders.
Bates reiterated the need for a full year of data to evaluate the law's effectiveness. Between May 10th and May 17th, 2025, several violent incidents heightened residents' anxieties.
On May 17th, a 30-year-old male was shot in Federal Hill with non-life-threatening injuries.
The shooting in a bustling nightlife area raised safety concerns.
On May 12th, a shooting in Pigtown injured 3 individuals, including a 14-year-old male.
The involvement of a juvenile victim underscores the pervasive nature of violence affecting young people.
Another shooting occurred in Bel Air Edison, though details were scarce.
A robbery in North Baltimore involved 2 teenagers assaulting and robbing elderly women.
The teenage suspects were arrested but released to their guardians, drawing public criticism.
Crime statistics from South Baltimore for May 7th, 13 painted a broader picture of ongoing criminal activity.
Incidents included burglaries, auto thefts, aggravated assaults, and larcenies across various neighborhoods.
These reports illustrate the persistent crime challenges faced by diverse neighborhoods. In response to safety concerns, Federal Hill Main Street launched a new bar safety initiative on May 13, 2025.
The program provides networked ID scanners to 25 bars and restaurants, funded by a grant from the Maryland State Department of Housing and Community Development.
The initiative aims to curb underage drinking and reduce disruptive incidents.
The ID scanners offer advanced authentication capabilities and a secure information-sharing network.
Councilman Zachary Blanchard highlighted a 30% recidivism rate among young offenders released after police recommend detention.
Blanchard is pressing the Maryland Department of Juvenile Services for solutions and expanding the movement team's presence around Digital Harbor High School.
He is collaborating with local bar owners, BPD, and the Sheriff's Office to deploy off-duty officers strategically.
Blanchard supports expanding the city's public safety camera network and stricter enforcement against illegal activities on key highway.
These efforts aim to address quality of life and safety concerns.
The initiative represents a proactive approach to enhancing community safety.
Recent developments at the state and city levels have brought fiscal matters to the forefront.
The newly passed Maryland state budget introduced over $1 billion in new taxes and fees.
This increase comes at a time when many Marylanders are already feeling financial pressure.
Baltimore city officials faced criticism for a $30,000 trip to Las Vegas amid a significant budget deficit.
The juxtaposition of new state taxes and perceived frivolous spending fueled public frustration.
Critics argue such trips demonstrate a disconnect between officials and constituents' financial realities.
The controversy over the Las Vegas trip and new state taxes contribute to an atmosphere of unease.
For a city like Baltimore, maintaining public confidence is crucial.
Effective use of taxpayer money and transparent decision-making are paramount.
The effectiveness of new laws, safety initiatives, and budget decisions will be closely watched by a public eager for positive change.